waxtaanee la waxtaanee nañ fi lu nekk nag waaye bii nag comme ni ko koola bi waxee rek dafay tax nit ki dellu ci yàlla ndaxte ku gis li nga xam ne moom lañ fi wane ni ak nit ki fa mu mujjee nga war a delloo sa xel ci yàlla ci jamono ju ci nekk bon nag yéen tamit ñu ngi leen a gërëm bu baax a baax li ngeen ñëw laayee ñu biir lu am solo lii ci programme yi ñu ne neen la di leen gërëm nag ba beneen jamono incha allah jërëjëf jëf.
Welcome to Surprising Europe, the only television series that shows true life of African migrants in Europe. About 150 years ago, a Catalan bookseller had a dream to have a church built in Barcelona, Sagrada Familia. Today, people are still working to have his dream fulfilled. We Africans come to Europe to fulfill our dreams. In doing so, we need to keep a positive mind and make use of our full resourcefulness to stay ahead of the game. In this episode, we meet Abu, who had to give up his dream to become a professional football player.
Why did you decide to stop?
God have mercy.
And Sylvia, who did not have the right papers to find a home for her and her daughter, which led her to despair.
My landlady advised me to sell your body in order to pay the rent. I said I'd rather die.
And our special reporter Suna discovers a very strange thing.
What are they doing?
Oh, they're handing over the dog passport.
Dog passports?
Yeah.
But first, we meet Mopi and Emmanuel, who came from Ghana to Spain in search of greener pastures. Both were educated as draftsmen back home, but there was no work. Now in Europe, work in their own field appears impossible to find. A few months after arriving, they ended up having to sleep in a factory. They had to find a way out.
I've been calling a lot of my friends at home to tell them what I'm doing here. They may think I'm in Europe, I don't want to send them anything, I don't want to send them money. It's not like that. When we came, there was no work here. So all of us come here every morning to pack cars. You have to walk about 1 hour, 30 minutes before you reach here. So you come and stand here, you will not even eat. Just sit here, pack cars, you have what you have for the day. Either 4, sometimes you get 4, sometimes you get 5, sometimes the highest you get 6. So that's the money you will use to eat for that night. You go back, you eat, you come back the next morning to pack cars, not any other work again.
Sometimes you can get €1.50 more. You see, it depends upon how he likes. Have you seen, he give me 50 cents more. But a day you will come here, maybe you will not get €5. Your landlord will sack you from outside. You go and sleep outside. So many people are sleeping in the Rio. You see, don't know how to do it. They are sleeping there without work.
How you imagine in Africa, that's not how you will see it here. We came first, we were sleeping in one fabrica. It's a fabrica, but it's old. They have stopped working in it. So all the boys who were sleeping there. Later, the police people came and told us that place was not, so we not supposed to sleep at the house. So they drove all of us out. Some of us even don't know where to go. Don't know anybody here. You understand? There's no help. I was trained as a draftsman. That's my work, architecture. They will not take you because they are advanced more than what you know. I cannot go and sell drugs. I cannot go and rob. So I can come here and park. And if the police told me to stop it, I have to go. And if I go, there's nothing for me to do. I must tell you the truth. I'm not coward to tell somebody not to come to Europe. No, I cannot do that. If you have, you can come. But if you know you are doing something in house, please, in the name of God, I beg everybody to stay back because we are facing hardship here.
What are your experiences with finding a job in Europe? Do you have any tips on how to find a job? Let us know on the website. Share your stories or leave a video statement using the webcam too. The difficulties you face in Europe are real, especially if you don't have the official papers that you need to find legal work or a house. But the hardest part is what happens inside, in the heart, in the head. Sometimes it's too much to take.
And this is the real spot where I came. So the other side, there were like some bushes, nobody could see me. But then I just came here direct, and I sat, and I had my small Bible, which I decided to read before I end my life.
We met Sylvia in an Amsterdam flat about to be evicted. Sylvia has been in Holland for 15 years, but she still has no house. She moves like a nomad from one place to another.
I thought when you get legal papers, everything goes so smooth, but still it doesn't go the way I thought. I've lived here for like 3 months, and yeah, it's temporary, and even I don't know where I'm going to stay, how long it will take. So nothing is permanent. Always we have a housing problem. God have mercy. Ooh. And some people think that when they come to Europe, they will pick money like mangoes from a tree. But that's a very different story.
Weeks later, we found Sylvia and her daughter back in another neighborhood where she found her next temporary shelter. It is the same neighborhood where she lived when she first arrived in Holland.
I've lived in this flat, and I've lived the flat behind. I've lived this side, I've lived this side. So I'm known here, but nobody helped me. I mean, I was having house situation, money situation, problems everywhere, but I used to go to people and nobody wanted to help me. So I really get a feeling that I'm unwanted in this place. We grew up knowing that any person is a sister or a brother. But when people come to Europe, then they don't like to help. Say, for instance, a person has a house, legal papers, everything, but then the person is not supposed to take somebody illegal in that house. If the government finds out, it's a problem to him or her. So they try to push you away as far as possible. I'm trying very hard to hold myself, but it's difficult to stand here. Yeah. The situation had become so tough that I couldn't pay anything. So my landlady decided to advise me that, oh, all the women who come here, what they do, because the situation is hard, they go to red light. So you should go to red light so that you sell your body in order to pay the rent. No, I said, I'd rather die than do that. So then the lady put me out of the house, and she didn't allow me to take even anything. So I went with my mini skirt and just slippers. I was seated on that water, and I was ready to do anything in the night. because it was winter.